p.m. afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green right here with you once again. Mixed emotions today. Why? Well, number one, lots and lots of things to talk about. Very happy about that. Some of them will give you that drop of anger blood, and some of them will be hilarious. I promise. Okay. But here's the downside. Wah, wah, wah. If you notice this, I'm going to take myself away. Kente cloth background. You got the little black fist right here with the chains around the wrist. Because we always have been and always will be just about slavery, right, black folks? That's all we were in this country. We contributed in no other way. We just went from Africa to the boat, to America, to the fields, to the grave. That's it. Nothing in between, no highlights. Just a bunch of low lights. But the reason I'm saying that is because it's February 28th. And what's February 28th? Unless it's a leap year. The last day of Black History Month. I guess after today, I will just fade back into obscurity. I'll go back to being the Eeyore of ethnicities. Oh, I'm black. Right? Oh, stupid shit. Fuck Black History Month. You either have an American History Month or no months. Period. No Pride months, no this Heritage Month, no that History Month. And why for black folks is it called Black History, but for Asians and Pacific Islanders and Latinx or whatever the fuck they're called, why is it Heritage? Let's see. Let's look up the difference between heritage and history. Heritage. Heritage. Meaning. Boom. Heritage. Property that is or may be inherited as an inheritance, or a special or individual possession and allotted portion. So, are they saying that Latinx and Asianix, or whatever they're called, Pacific Islandix, so they have something to pass down to their people? They have a heritage, something to pass down to their descendants? Is that what it is? Well, let's look at history, because that's what they do. It's Black History Month, and then it's Asian Heritage Month or Latin Heritage Month. So why heritage, one history? History, the study of the past events, particularly in human affairs, or the whole series of past events connected with someone or something. Okay, I guess that would be the version of history that we're going with Black history. So the Asians and Latinx, they don't have a past series of events that connects them. Just wondering why history for one and heritage for the other. I'm sure it's not by accident. I'm sure it's not a coinky dink. But after today, you can do this to Black History Month. Damn. Guess we're done with you, Black History Month. Man, that shit is so stupid. But I'll tell you what's not stupid. I'll tell you who is not stupid. Talking about Grandmaster Play. Thank you. Sup, JG? Thanks for the cherry. What you got on my 40, homie? That's my bike, punk. Yeah, we got about $200. No, I got about $200. Fucking Debo. Teron Isaac, the Negroes are still going to be obnoxious. Yeah, I know. Jeff Stitt, a blunt with Jericho segment is needed. Let's make it happen. I got some things in the Hoiks coming up. Be a little more interactive with you people. You people! A lot of cool shit coming up. Had a little business meeting this morning. We're going to do some cool shit coming up very soon. Brian King B. Falcon, Black History, D's nuts. Hey, man, let me tell you something. In high school, that was at least 40% of our conversation. Hey, they want to talk to you. Who? D's nuts. We would do that shit all the time, to where you didn't even want to talk to your friends because you knew it was going to be another D's nuts joke. J Hell, yeah, R.I.P. Debo, Tiny Zeus Lister. And if you haven't seen him in No Holds Barred, that could be the worst movie ever made in human history. Even going back to when movies didn't even have sound or color. This movie is horrible. But yeah, man. We're almost done with it. I'll tell you who we're not done with. Hold on a second before I even do that. Yeah, shout out to all you guys in here. Appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. You guys are like so needed. Like, I need you. There's like oxygen, water, and then you. All right, here we go. Bam. Let's show that love. Get up out of your seat. Tondalea Kapoofnik, thank you for becoming a member of Green Nation. Got another cool kid at the table. Thank you. Preach. And this Friday, members only live stream. So if you want to be here with me, become a member. Tondalea Kapoofnik just showed you how. The amazing Wong, thank you for the Hamilton. Good news, JG. Black San Francisco residents could receive $5 million in reparations, as the city admits there's no mathematical formula for the number. I heard about that. And also what they're going to do, not only would they get the $5 million, but they would also, what was it? It was $5 million. I just had it. Damn it, it was $5 million and something else. Like they would pay their debt, or they didn't have to pay tax. There was something else. There was something else with it. There was an addendum attached to that. It wasn't just the $5 million. Well, and you know, of course, that's not enough. But it was $5 million and something else. I talked about it during the video. I can't remember. Do you remember? Brendan Gerzalak, thank you for the Hamilton. He said, I heard on TV earlier today something about Biden's 5 steps for the border crisis. Really? I got 5 steps for the border crisis. Build the goddamn wall. But didn't we have a guy, correct me if I'm wrong, because you know my memory. I'm over 40 now, so the memory's a little shaky. The memory's like Biden's hand. Shaky. So didn't we have a guy in there who was building, like he wasn't talking about it, I want to do this. He was building the wall. They were putting up slats and shit like that. We had a guy, didn't we? Who was doing that. Not talking about 5 steps. He was taking those steps. Had Mexico holding on to him. Don't even come up here. Hold on to him, Mexico. Put your troops on the border on your side of it and do something. Do something that actually justifies us paying you all this fucking money every year in aid and allowing you to flood our streets with your undesirables. Jericho, how can you say that? Well, I can say it because Mexico goes to its worst parts of the country and hands out pamphlets and gives information on how to get here and what to do when you do get here. That's how I know. But anyway, it's just a border. It's just a border. Knock it off. It's not that serious. Oh, I want to keep people out that I don't know. Why would you want to do that? Take the doors off your house. Flowers Mama, thank you. She says, today is my daughter's 11th birthday. Can I get a birthday shout out to Isabel Grace? Isabel Grace. Come here, young lady. First of all, happy birthday to you. Obviously, you have a great mother because she listens to me every day. or when she can. Point is, I hope you have a great day. I hope you spend some quality time with your mom. What are you going to have for dinner tonight? Because you get to pick. It's your birthday. You're going to have ice cream for dinner? Cookies and ice cream? Just cookies? Take advantage, Isabel. Take advantage. These birthday perks don't come along every day. But my daughter is also 11 years old. She turned 11 last month. So, Flowers Mama, hold on tight. I thought that and maybe Flowers Mama, you got an angelic 11-year-old. But my daughter, when she turned 11, attitude got cranked up a little bit. And I don't see her as much. She's in her room doing her homework and doing projects. I miss her. Sometimes I'll go down the hall and just knock on her door and just go in there and mess with her because I miss her. So Isabel Grace, happy birthday. Enjoy all these moments with your mama because you got a good one. And I thank you, Flowers Mama, for your generosity. Howling Wolf, Jericho, unlike Clown Biden, when he says happy birthday, he actually, hold on, says the person, remembers the person's name. Yeah, I remember he goes, happy birthday, dear. So stupid. Flowers Mama, she said they would be great friends. They probably would. My daughter is a girly girl. She doesn't do insects. She doesn't do outside. I'll make her. Like we'll go on a hike or something. We're going to walk. But she's not much for outdoor activity. If it's indoor, sports, something like that, as long as it's indoor, she's all about it. But she's a girly girl shopping and her hair and oh yeah. They probably would get along quite well. Happy birthday to you, Isabel Grace. Boom. Hold on. Got another super in here somewhere. Hold up. Here we go. Rodney Full Circle with the $12.37 super chat. So Pacific. What? You're live? How is it possible in this oppressive place like North America? How did you ever manage it? You must have had to steal something. Joke. Glad to see you, boss. Yeah, man, there's a lot of things that if you just peel back the top layer, that top layer of social epidermis, you will see that it's all bullshit. I can't get ahead in life. And if you ask Peter Butt, he's titled as the transportation secretary, but he don't do much. But he says that roads and stuff are racist. And I'm supposed to live in some kind of food desert where I can't get a hold of fresh fruits and vegetables, all kinds of shit. But if you just look into it for 4.5 seconds, you'll see that, oh, yeah, I'm in America. I can do whatever the fuck I want. It's crazy. I know. Brian, you caught that? Be more Pacific. So, people, what the hell are we talking about today? Let's talk about these things first. First things first, man. Be like the cool kids. Become a member. Become a part of Green Nation. We got the loyalty badges there. We got custom emojis, members only videos. Yes. I already told you. Friday, first Friday of the month. Members only. All right. If you're a cool kid, you can be a part of this. Become a member. Boom. MyGreenGear.com. Sean drew it. I talked about it. It became so. Bam. Merch. MyGreenGear.com. I will get that link. Hold on. Actually, if one of the mods, if one of my mods out there could put the link to MyGreenGear.com, sure would appreciate it. Tammy, are you out there? I know Tammy. There she is. Boom. I already did it. Why do I forgot who I'm dealing with, Tammy. Forgive me. Heidi Booth 420. Get it. Fire Mission. Thank you for the Hamilton. Wait till they're old enough to drive. You might see them once a day. Don't say that, Fire Mission. Don't say that. Because I remember when I got my license. was gone. Oh man, I couldn't wait to get the fuck out of the house. Oh man. All I wanted to do was hang out with my buddies, go to parties and shit, talk to girls, whatever stupid shit we could come up with. Oh man, I dread that day. Ranson Shan, thank you. I saw a liberal YouTuber get a super chat live from an African American fan and replied, "Thanks for the $3. That's a lot for a person of color." Man, I would have super chatted another amount and cussed them up one side and down the other. But that's what you get. If you want racism, if you want segregation, if you want the good old days, become a leftist. They got it all. Oppression, racism, all the shit that they bark about being on the other side, that's where it comes from. That's where it's created. Paul Gordon, I love that last t-shirt, the George Washington green. Yeah, man. One of my buddies that I do, it's called Double Impact, Gabe, Sean. We break down 80s and 90s and early 2000s action movies. They are both world-class artists. And Sean hit me up. He's like, "Hey, man, I made this." I was like, "What the fuck? That's great. If you have any more of those, let me know." And then I sent it over to the merch, to the staff, to my girl Marjorie over at mygreengear.com. And whoop, there it is. J954, thank you. Have you ever met a girl that you tried to date, but a year to make love, she wanted you to wait? Let me tell you a story of my situation. I was talking to this girl, a U.S. Congressman, AOC. He's just a friend. Keep shooting your shot, J954. Now, you know how we feel about Loco Cortez politically and socially, but if you get a chance to bed her, just make sure you try to whisper some knowledge in her ear, whether or not she hears it, whether or not it sticks, whether or not you could pull her away from her Capri Sun coloring book and Lunchable. I don't know, but try. Appreciate that. Patrick C. What about thee? Thank you for that. So the problem is too many. It's too many white construction workers. That was so stupid. That's what Peter Butt, our transportation secretary, was talking about when he was on some TED Talk on stage on a nice, comfortable couch while the people of East Palestine, Ohio, were trying to get that oily shit out of their water. He was saying that, the problem is you have these construction sites, and then they're in the hood. He didn't say hood, of course he was. But they're in these colored neighborhoods, and then when the construction company or when they show up on the job, the construction workers don't match the people that live in that neighborhood racially. So basically what he's saying is you got a bunch of fucking boss hogs, bunch of white men that come up in there with their Confederate flags and their fucking boot scooting buggy, blasting that country music and all that type of shit, being mean to the black folk. So basically, to cure all of our ills as a country, just get more people of color in the construction business. Hey, Peter Butt, have you been to a construction site in the last 20 years? Have you? Because there are a lot of people of color on these construction sites. Now, they might not be as dark as you want them to be. They might not be as dark as you need them to be to scratch that leftist itch. But they got some color to them. They're about 5'2", and they say, "Hey, my friend, ven aquí, my friend." What construction site have you been at? The last time you went to one was in 1982? Because the complexion has changed on the construction site. The fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Boy, oh boy. Talk about out of touch. You could cut their hands off and they couldn't be more out of touch. Golly. Anyway, we already talked about the bad news. Last day of Black History Month. I know I'm still trying to fight my tears back. D-Wade and his wife mom have proved how far their evil will go. And it's on tape. Oh shit. Oh man. Hold on, let me handle this super chat, and I'm gonna, man, this guy. This guy over here. Rance and Shan, thank you. It's obvious Pete Butt was in a liberal area. Must have been. And all the construction workers were white and they had pink hair, blue hair, green hair. And they just couldn't lift those 2x4s. Ow, it's a splinter. Oh, man, oh, man. So our grandpa in chief, he can't. He can't. They keep asking, Joseph, please stop pandering when you're in a room full of black folk. Just stick. I was going to say stick to the script, but this is the script. And I found 2 sound bites of him saying, like him being the captain of the U.S., him being the admiral of the USS Pander. Oh my goodness. But before that, because I have the page pulled up, so we might as well talk about it. Well, here, let me read the headline. You ready for your anger blood? If you're holding a baby or something else that is precious, put it down, hand it to somebody else, or sit down. Okay, maybe you still want to hold whatever it is. Fine, sit down. If you're in a vehicle, pull over. If you're operating heavy machinery, power it down now. If you're flying a plane, listening to this, land or give it up, give it to the other pilot, let them fly. Because what I'm about to tell you is going to give you a drop of anger blood. Now, this is information you already know. But when you hear it made in put in a list form, just makes you all angry. Makes you angry all over again. First, I will read you the headline of this article. Janet Yellen. That's right. This Janet Yellen here. She's the Secretary of Finance. I'm in charge of all of your money. She's the Treasury Secretary, okay? Janet Yellen makes surprise visit to Kiev. Who was just in Kiev? Why the fuck are all you people going to Kiev in person? Biden was there last week, and he was just off course. He meant to go to Ohio. He was off course by 6,000 miles, went to Ukraine. Janet Yellen makes surprise visit to Kiev to announce the transfer of $1.25 billion in aid to Ukraine. Why would you need to send the Treasury Secretary to give this money? Why is the Treasury Secretary in Ukraine? But here's the part that's going to give you the anger blood. That may have started it. This is going to make it flood out of your face. It says Biden announced funding pensions for the people of Ukraine, and American taxpayers have given Ukraine $13.6 billion in March, $40 billion in May. May was like take that, Ukraine. Whew. $1.3 billion in June, $1.7 billion in July, $3 billion in August, $12.3 billion in September, $7.25 million in October. Why so little? $6 billion in November, $45 billion in December. Merry Christmas, Ukraine. Give me a cigarette, sandwich, and a water. $45 billion in December alone. $3 billion in January, $10 billion in February, and $1.25 billion today. You're welcome, Ukraine. What you did to deserve it, I have no idea. How you leapfrog the American people in their needs to get to the front of the line, I don't know. But Merry Christmas, happy birthday to you, Ukraine. Shit. Damn. What could we have done with all that money here? Well, guess what? We'll never know because it went to Ukraine. $45 billion? $45 billion in December alone. Holy hell. So, people, what I'm gonna do is I am going to share the screen with you, and I haven't heard this yet. I haven't heard it. Yeah, Desiree, such a dangerous war zone with so many visitors. You heard the air raid sirens going off when Grandpa and Chief was over, when Sloppy Joe was over there fucking up. Why would you send the leader of your country? Ugh. I can't believe I said that. Ugh. Gross. Why would you send the resident of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue to an active war zone? But anywho, all right? So I haven't heard any of these yet. I just saw the clip come up and I knew it was going to be good. So this is a live reaction to what this mushmouth idiot said. Oh, dog. So the title is President Biden gives the Divine Nine a shout out during Black History Month event. Quote, I know real power when I see it. Oh, come on, Joe. Bring it. Bring it. How bad is this going to be? Oh, my goodness. Joey. Oh, dog. What did you say? In a room full of black people. So you know it was fucking awkward. You know it was awkward. What do you say, Joe?
I know real power when I see it.
Oh, hold up. Look at, the only other white face other than him is that dude down front who's probably Secret Service. Look at all those black folks in there. You know what he's about to say. It's going to be fucked up.
The Divine Nine.
And why do they got that 1995 black TV show font in the back on that poster? Come on, guys.
We're honored to have presidents, all the presidents here tonight. And I want to thank them. And by the way, I'm not, I may be a white boy, but I'm not stupid. I know.
What? What the fuck did you just say?
Where the power is. I know where you think I'm joking. I learned a long time ago about the Divine Nine. That's why I spent so much time at Delaware State campaigning and organizing my campaign.
And looking, hey, yeah, right, brother, hey, right. Why are you looking in their faces in the audience? You don't talk to any other group of people like that. Remember, he said that at a church, Catholic church. I may be Irish, but I'm not stupid. So you just interchange. You just take out, just like Kamala, depending on who she's in front of. She's different. If she's at HBCU or something. So same thing here. It's white people. I may be Irish, but I'm not stupid. If he's in front of black folks, I may be white, but I'm not stupid. Okay. What's the Divine Nine? Let's look that up. Divine Nine. Let's see. The National Pan-Hellenic Council is a collaborative umbrella council composed of historically African-American fraternities and sororities. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So you're telling me that Joe Biden is familiar with black sororities and fraternities at HBCUs and whatnot.
I know real power when I see it. The Divine Nine.
Well,
we're honored to have presidents, all the presidents here tonight. And I want to thank them. And by the way, I'm not.
He said, I want to thank her. He didn't say thank you. I want to thank her. Okay.
I may be a white.
When that brain starts searching for something to say, something fucked up's about to come out.
Boy, but I'm not stupid. I know where the power is.
Yeah.
I know where you think I'm joking. I learned a long time ago about the Divine Nine.
Hey, brother, right?
That's why I spent so much time at Delaware State campaigning and organizing my campaign.
You were there.
Get
the fuck out of here. I might be a white boy, but I ain't stupid. Damn. White folks, how you feel about that? I may be white, but I'm not retarded. Jeez, Joe. You think I'm joking. No. We know you're serious. That's the sad part. We know that you're serious. Damn, he said. That's why I was at Delaware State working on my campaign. I know power when I see it. I might be white. I might be a white boy. Huh? Because all you black people say that. I might be a white boy. I'm not stupid. Oh, Joe. What did they say at the end of the G.I. Joe cartoon? Go, Joe. Go, Joe. Oh, man. He said. Man. That's right, Flowers Mama. Step aside, step aside. The Panda Express is coming down the tracks. Okay, thank you for that, Joseph. I might be white. I'm not fucking stupid. What does that mean? What does that mean? Man, there you go. And these so-called sketch comedy shows are just staying away from this dude. Why would you be steering clear of this comedy gold? Why? Why would you steer clear of this gold mine? He's giving you comedy every single day. And what a way to wrap up Black History Month than pandering to a room full of them. Why not? Why not wrap up Black History Month by pandering to the Divine Nine? I might be a white boy, but I'm not stupid. Okay, whatever that was supposed to mean. Like, I might be white, ew, but I'm not stupid. So it's inherently, if you're white, you're inherently bad or inherently not very smart. Because he said I might be a white boy, but I'm not stupid. And Ricky with 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I get it. Ricky! Boom! Fucking Ricky. Why? Ricky, you got a scholarship for football. Why are you running in a straight line? Give him one of these, Ricky. Damn. Anyway, he's pandering to the Black community, or trying to. But you know why he does that? Because it works. That's why he does it, because it works. All these dummies are going to go back home and they're going to campaign for this jackass. So why not do that? Why not fucking do that? If it works, don't change it. Yeah, Luciano Zigzag, damn it. You're going to play for UCLA, where you should have put one of those and broke their ankles. Have him shooting over here and you're over there. Damn it. Yeah, Teron Isaac works every time. 60% of the time, works every time. I'd love to have that, man. If you had that success rate, anything you tried to do in life, you would be wealthy. If you had a 96% success rate in any venture, business venture, anything you tried new, anything you tried to build, anything you tried to make, you had a 96% success rate. You would be a fool to change anything. You would be a damn fool to change one thing. 96%? Shit. That's all right. That's damn near 100%. That's damn near every time. You can't lose. If you went into the casino and you won 96% of the time, how long do you think it would take for a couple dudes in suits to end up to appear behind you at the crap table or wherever you were and bring you to some office for a talk? They be on 96% of the time this fool walks out with our money. We can't have that shit. Come on. He be all over you. Some bitch. Nicholas J., thank you. Presidents are just as smart and just as bright as poor kids. If only. If only Biden was as smart as some poor kid. You know, there's some poor kid right now making some kind of conductor in his room out of old soda cans. If only Biden was as smart as a poor kid. My goodness, we'd be in good shape. We'd be all right. Think about what you think about. Jericho, who was the sexual chocolate guy in Coming to America? It was Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy played that guy. He played sexual chocolate lead singer. He played the barber. Hakeem, obviously. Was that it? I think so. Yeah, the boy from upstairs, Kunta. He played that guy, the barber. Oh, and the Jewish guy. That's right. He played the Jewish guy. If a man wants to call himself Muhammad Ali, then let him call himself Muhammad Ali. Well, his mama named him Clay. I'm going to call him Clay. That was Arsenio Hall. But yeah, Eddie Murphy played the Jewish guy. What is that, Velvet? He beat Joe Lewis's ass. What is that? Yeah, you know, upstairs, Kunta. So yeah, I think he played 4 characters in that movie, but that was one of them. Reverend Brown, he's my Reverend since I was a little boy. Brian Hendricks, reminder, again I say, fook Joe Biden. Fook me, fook you. Man, oh man. P Dog Night. Thanks, man. Appreciate the Hamilton. He says, what's good, Jay? Just got back from San Diego for Lady Boomer and my 30th. Coldest, windiest SoCal has been any time I've ever been there. Still better than 2 feet of snow I missed at home. Yeah, man, it's been, I posted a video on Sunday. We drove 45 minutes from the house and got to snow, like multiple feet of snow. It was snowing most of the time we were there. Yeah, you just got the storm front coming through, man. It's a cold time to come. But next year, because these storms come, I don't know, every 10, 20 years. But next year, if you were to do the same thing, it'd be the California that you see on TV. But hopefully, after you came to visit, you didn't get any California on you. You don't want that. Take a bath. It's like, speaking of coming to America, like Hakeem's dad said, King Joffrey Jaffer, when he came to New York and he found Simi, he's like, take him to my hotel and bathe him thoroughly. Make sure you bathe yourself thoroughly when you leave California. And bathe him thoroughly. He got all happy. He was like, hell yeah. I'm going to get bathed thoroughly by the bathers. Yeah, David Broad Williams. Serpentine pattern. Serpentine pattern. That's what Ricky should have did. He ran in the damn straight line. This ain't the 40-yard dash, Ricky. This ain't the combine. He got fucked up. And then Cuba Gooding Jr. went home swinging and shit at Neil Long's house. Steve Campbell, I'm bathing now. Thanks, Steve. Don't drop your phone or computer in the bathtub. You don't want this to be your last live stream. Please. Oh, here's a good gun. Spunberry 65 had a double shooting at my wife's neighbor's property. One dead after they caught 2 punks burglarizing the house. Well, that's what happens. When you enter places uninvited, unannounced, if people have guns inside, you're probably going to be the one that they use them on. Come on now. Come on now. Linda Broadway. I'm sick of snow in Cali. I don't like driving in it. I went off the road twice, then couldn't get up my driveway. Had to get the hubby. Yeah, we're not used to snow out here. If we got hit with a Midwest or East Coast winter out of nowhere, half of California would be dead because driving in and living in snow, that's a lifestyle, especially when you get to those places in fucking, like Minnesota and like places where, Grandpa Winter opens his distended anus upon the whole area. We couldn't deal with that, man. We could not deal with that. We don't have the clothes for it. We don't have the heat for it, or the heating capabilities for it. We're losing shit now. Shit's blacking out now. So you got everybody turning on their heaters and all that kind of shit, man. California would fucking short circuit. What up, Jay Reason? Good to see you in here, man. We be fucked. And here's something. Speaking of California, Californians, did you know this? Today, California ended the sweet and sour sniffles health emergency. Didn't even know we were under an emergency. When's the last time you were in an emergency and you didn't know? Usually, if you're in an emergency, you know it's an emergency. But not this time. Just today, it's been lifted. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Governor Newsom. Thank you for taking the time to take your penis out of your friend's wife to let us know. Piece of shit. You piece of shit. And I'm going to be doing a video later today about Disney getting fucked. Oh, it's so nice when these big corporations stick their big corporate noses in places that it doesn't belong. And for that, you get shoved over a barrel. And finally, somebody gets to squirt KY in their hand and fuck you over. I love it. I love it when the scales get tipped in our direction. Brian King B. Falcon says it's 82 out here. You're in what, the Carolinas? 82. Shit. I love it. I love it when they get fucked over, when their money gets messed with. I love that. Damn the high road. We've been taking the high road too long. Time for us to get on the low road. Time for us to enjoy their downfall, because they certainly enjoy ours. They love our downfall. They're doing their best to bring it about. JJ Finnegan, 75 in Oklahoma. What the hell? J954, 87 in Florida. Of course, that's midnight in Florida. 76 in the Carolinas. Sweet Broadway. Well, you guys are living it up. What is it here? Damn, it's raining outside, so I don't even know 70 or 80, nothing. It is 47 degrees right now. So not too cold, not too warm, but that's all right. I'll take this version of winter over some other ones out there, right, guys? Right? Yeah, fuck that. So, I may be a white boy, but I'm not stupid. This fucking guy. Hey, Joe, you fucking guy over here. That boy is something else. Okay, here we go. Okay. Boom, boom. Trying to find the page I had open. Where are you at? Where are you at? On your phone, where it'll remind you of pictures like 2 years ago or 4 years ago. Get some of those in the morning for my kids, and I just saw one. just saw one. Ooh, there we go. So, AACP awards. And they need to change NAACP. It stands for the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, but it needs to stand for now act accordingly, colored people, because that's what they do. That's what they did at this event. They acted accordingly. So what we're going to do is I'm going to give you the audio because I don't want to show the footage and then have it take it down. But don't worry, you don't want to see these people anyway. But Gabrielle, let me see, unless I can find it on Instagram. But Gabrielle Union and D-Wade, you know, the two people that are hell bent on fucking that kid up at all costs. They were at the NAACP Awards, the Now Act Accordingly Colored People Awards. And they got on stage. Oh, and they got the, let me make sure I have this right. Oh, yes. They got the Courage Award because you are so courageous to have a child you forced to be a Ku Klux Trans member as two wealthy people in California. Man, you guys really went through some shit. You guys really are courageous because you're rich celebrities who are cocooned in victimhood, who get no pushback, who if people speak out against you and your Ku Klux transmission, they will be destroyed. And I don't mean transmission like in a car. I mean your Ku Klux trans mission, like your mission in life to push this agenda and have that boy swinging from a fucking beam in your living room. Let's be real. It's a real possibility that's going to end badly for this poor young man because of these two sick fucks up here who want to get pats on the back. You guys are so awesome. You are so much better than the average parent because us parents, we get stuck with these dumb regular kids who aren't trans. So you guys are so much better in the way you handle it, the way you have them doing photo shoots and hosting TV shows and flying around the world. Oh, you guys are just so awesome. You're so awesome what you're doing for your son. You love him so much. You're going to love his ass into the grave. And then what? What's going to happen? The unthinkable happens to that poor kid at their hands. And then who are they going to blame? Society. Because just the fact that you don't accept somebody made them kill themselves. Your lack of acceptance made that person kill themselves. Holy shit. That's not very nice. You're going to put that on me? Not on the people who are influencing his life every day and parading him out in front of the world? You're going to put that on us? That's not fair. That's not fair, Gabrielle and your husband's son. Or whatever weird shit you guys got going on. When you turn the lights out in your house, let's be honest, they don't wait till the lights are out. They're doing their weird shit in the open in the middle of the day. Hold on, I'm just looking one more time to see if I can find it. So you can see the audio or see the video too, not just the audio. But whatever, I have the audio. And to be honest, you don't want to look at these motherfuckers. Okay, here we go. So this is Gabrielle Union and her husband, son, D-Wade, who I'm sure no longer has possession of his testicles. Like they're in her clutch. They're on top of the refrigerator. He does not know where his balls are. Those are handed over. When he put a ring on his finger, on her finger, he also handed her scrotum. Ring on your left hand, scrotum in your right hand. That's how it went down. She got the ring and your balls. D-Wade, you punk bitch. And of course, they were introduced by Ben Crump. Listen to those people. Listen to them clapping and cheering for what they're doing to this boy. Like a bunch of fucking trained SEALs. Listen to them. Yay, we love what you're doing.
Thank you guys for that ovation. We don't stand up here alone. As we know, it takes a village, it takes a community. We stand up here today as two people who have worked tirelessly to have resources and access. As two people willing to use our microphones for what we believe and what other families are going through.
So they're representing other families. They're using their platform in such a virtuous way. Not like you regular people. You talk about regular shit in your lives and what you do. No, we're better than you. We're using our platform to advance an agenda. We are virtuous. Some might call it virtue signaling.
I'm intentional when I use my platform. I recognize what I've been given, and it is my job to uplift the voices of others and share my access and resources.
It's not your job to uplift. That's your problem. It's not your job. Just put some pictures of you doing rich people shit and leave it at that. Don't use your platform to fuck your kid up. Your kid. You made that boy.
I want to take this moment to publicly speak to our daughter Zaya.
I want to take this moment to speak publicly to our daughter Zaya. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Your daughter Zaya, knowing that's a 6'1", 15-year-old boy with big ass man feet out there that you somehow wedged into a pump.
Zaya, as your father, all I've wanted to do was get it right. I've sat back and watched how gracefully you take it.
And you failed him.
On the public scrutiny. And even though—
Wait a minute. Why is your son under public scrutiny at 15 years old? Why are you up there congratulating him on how he survived the pressure that you put him under? You put him out there in social media to be made fun of and mocked and called horrible fucking things. I'm so proud of the way you handled the scrutiny. You put him under scrutiny. He should be worried about pimples growing on his face and, will you go to the dance with me? But instead of that, you got him out at midnight hanging out with Magic Johnson's fucking son, which I'm sure if you shake his hand, you're probably going to get AIDS.
No, it's not easy. I watched you walk out of that house every morning as yourself.
That's not your son. That's what you made him into. That's the freak you molded him into.
I admire how you've handled the ignorance in our world. I admire it.
The ignorance!
Every day. To say that your village is proud of you is an understatement. Thank you for showing me that there's more than just one way to communicate effectively. You taught me that communication with my mouth isn't enough. I have to also communicate with my 2 ears and my 2 eyes. As your father, my job isn't to create a version of myself or direct your future. My role is to be a facilitator to your hopes, your wishes, your dreams.
Yeah, as long as your hopes, your wishes, and your dreams aren't some crazy bullshit like I want to be a girl now. For sure, I'll do what I can to make sure your dreams come true, what you want to be in life, what you're interested in. For sure. That's part of my duty as your father. Don't laugh that I just said duty. I know you guys get play like that. But it's not your job. It's not your job to do that if it's some wild, crazy, dangerous shit that could possibly have him killed by himself. And listen to these fucks clapping.
Zaya, you've made me a better human just simply by being who you were born to be, our baby girl.
Kid, are you fucking serious? As what you were born to be, our baby girl? If he was supposed to be a baby girl, he would have been born as one. You sick piece of shit. Standing up there next to that evil goblin, Gabrielle Union, who when she starts talking, she's going to be the same character she always plays in her movies. Some evil, heartless bitch.
Zaya Wade. So, baby, thank you for showing the world what courage looks like. I'm proud that I was chosen to stand in place as your father. And thank you so much to the NAACP for this incredible honor.
Thank you very much to the now act accordingly colored people. And here's a question. Why wouldn't you have this? Why wouldn't you say those words to your son in private? Why do you have to get on stage in front of the world so everyone can say, oh, how cool you are, so you can run backstage after you've let go of Gabrielle's manly grip on your hand and check your phone and see how many retweets and likes you've gotten? Oh, D-Wade, you're so awesome. You're so awesome. What you just said was so cool. Fucking punk ass. If you really meant those words you said, you'd say that shit to your son at home and not in front of the world and not in front of a room full of people that are just as sick as you are. Here comes the bitch. Here comes the bitch.
Thank you, Derek and the NAACP. It's humbling to stand here surrounded by friends and heroes, OGs and icons, all working to advance the lives of Black people.
OGs? Are you a gang member now?
And pay respect to an organization that has led us through over a century of relentless challenge, pain, triumph, and change. And now...
And she says all of this with a fucking wig on her head. You're at the NAACP awards and you're wearing a fucking wig on your head. Why not your natural black hair, your natural black woman hair? Why you got a fucking wig on your head at the National Advancement for the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People Awards, and you're wearing hair on your head that didn't come from a colored person? Make this shit make sense. But before we go on, think about what you think about. Thank you again. He says, my brother was on a Greyhound bus in Oroville. It's about an hour from here. And Oroville, California. And some crazy guy opened fire, killing one and wounding 4 others, one of whom was an 11-year-old. Was that recently? What a sick piece of shit. I hope somebody opened fire on him too. This is what the fuck? Yeah, exactly. Anthony DeRosa came from India. So you're up there at a Black People's Award show wearing a Korean or Indian woman's hair on your fucking head. Is that correct? So how am I supposed to take you seriously? You up here talking all this pro-Black shit and NAACP and the struggle and the strife and all the shit that we had to go through. Well, excuse me, let me fix my Indian lady's hair. Wow. Okay. Go on, monster. Oh shit, hold on. How did it start from the beginning? Damn sure don't want to hear that over again.
It's humbling to stand here surrounded by friends and heroes.
What a fake bitch you are.
OGs and icons, all working to advance the lives of Black people and pay respect to an organization that has led us through over a century of relentless challenge, pain, triumph, and change. And now stands with us again at the foot of a very...
I wonder what kind of pain and challenge it puts upon a young Black girl when every woman she's surrounded by tells her that her natural hair isn't good enough.
A new era of activism. A new era that demands our collective...
And they put the camera on a Ku Klux Trans member in the audience, of course, to drive that point home.
Answer to one simple question. Will we fight for...
Brian King B. Falcon said, it's her hair. She got the receipt for it.
Some? Or we fight for all of our people?
So fake. Will we fight for some or all of our people? Those ain't my fucking people. You nutty ass Ku Klux Trans members. You ain't my people. Fuck out of here.
Let's just name a couple hard truths.
Ooh.
First, the intersection of Black rights and the rights of the LGBTQIA, trans, and gender nonconforming people continues to be rough. It's a huge...
Yeah, because we don't want to be associated with those crazy deviant fucks. But people like you keep trying to lump us together. No, the struggle of the Ku Klux Trans is the same as Black people. Same thing. Ku Klux Trans Black person. It's the same. It's all the same struggle. They all dealt with the same things throughout history. They're dealing with the same thing now. You see that? So quick to Voltron some shit. Ooh, let me take your cause and our cause and we'll join it as one big, nasty, fucking destructive cause. The intersection? There is no intersection. They're not like us. They're not me. My dad told me, son, they may be your color, but they ain't your kind. And this is exactly what he fucking meant. Just because we got the same complexion doesn't mean we're together in this and we got to get out there and fight the man or whoever the fucking bad guy is. Bullshit. Wow. Exactly. Cali Baby Breezy. The one thing that's being hunted and targeted is the one thing that they created, and they want us to protect their creation. Perfectly put. You're creating a problem. You're creating a straw man. You created that boy. You made him all fucked up. You scrambled his mind. He's a boy inside. He's struggling with this shit. Big ass size, 12 feet. Adam's apple sticking out, but I'm supposed to be a girl. I'm supposed to squeeze into these skirts. I'm supposed to replay the dressing room scene from White Chicks every day of my life. I got to squeeze these manly hips into some jeans, some low riding jeans. Do they make pumps in a size 14? Because that's what you're going to have pretty soon. Zion. God, these people suck. Listen to these motherfuckers clapping. Yes, kill him.
Huge understatement. Even as we demand equality at the top of our lungs, we consistently fail to extend our advocacy to protect some of our most vulnerable among us.
I wish you could see this because it's so fucking fake. Imagine if you guys ever seen that movie she was in called Deliver Us from Eva, where she plays the older sister who's a bitch, who's a man eater. There's no man good enough. Fuck men. Always interjecting herself in her sister's relationship, fucking their relationship up. He ain't shit. You don't need him. The hater of all haters. Just imagine that rude bitch face she had in that movie, and this is what she looks like right here. The character she always plays. The mean bitch. The reason she plays it so well in movies is because that's that's who she is in real life. Up here trying to act fake mad. Yeah, delayed response.
And second, Black trans people are being targeted, terrorized, and hunted in this country every day.
Who's targeting and hunting Ku Klux trans members? Who? Who is hunting and targeting these big ass men in dresses, these Tu Wong Fus running around the country? Who's doing that? Hunted by who? And you're saying that in front of a room full of people who get hunted, right? What did LeBronica say? What did LeBronica James tell us? Black people are hunted by the police. How does that make sense? You're telling that to a group of people getting hunted, according to them. Go on, bitch.
Every day, everywhere. And there's rarely a whisper about it. We honestly don't approach this work as activists or leaders as much as we do this as parents.
Because they're a bunch of damn freaks. I don't care about no grown-ass Ku Klux trans member. What the fuck? That's your problem. I got my own set of problems out here. Cali Baby Breezy, once again, perfect. How come Gabrielle didn't transition their daughter into a boy? It's because she wants to be the only one with testosterone in the house. Exactly. Her and D-Wade have a kid. And you better believe that little girl is going to grow up to be a perfectly normal little girl. You know why? Because Gabrielle had her. She's not the remnants of a past relationship. She's not a reminder. Animals do it all the time. A lion comes along, meets a lioness. She has cubs from a previous lion. What happens to the cubs? Same thing. Except she's not going to get her hands dirty. She's going to destroy this boy's mind so he does it to himself. Wrap it up, bitch.
Parents who love our children and will do whatever the hell we can to keep them seen and secure.
I'm trying to come up with something because I'm just acting over emotion. I really don't know what I'm going to say. I'm just trying to fool these people. Shut the fuck up. You don't even know what the fuck you're saying. You don't know the next lie to come out of your mouth.
This is a conversation worth having in ways that can actually build bridges, right? That don't fan the flames of hatred or division. They don't enable lawmakers or justice systems to look the other way when Black trans people are under attack.
I'm gonna look up something after this.
They don't drive more young people to hate themselves or harm themselves. They don't cost people their lives. So we are humbled and we are hopeful for the future. I'm hopeful, we are hopeful that we may witness a real shift in the fight for justice. The moment the movement makes room for everyone. Everyone. Thank you.
That was the most fake bullshit I ever seen in my life. So until you make room for Ku Klux trans members, this isn't a real movement. Let's see. Oops. That doesn't start with a T. Let's see. Let me do the super chat here. World Citizen 06. I thank you. Where is Will Smith when he needed him? Did she just walk up on stage and slap Gabrielle Union across her face? And I would say he would go up there and slap D-Wade, but by the time he saw him coming up there, D-Wade would have fallen on the ground, curled up into a ball, and shit himself. And then he'd slap Gabrielle Union, and she would go like Bruce Lee. That's all you got? That's all you got? That shit was disgusting. Hold on, I'm trying to get some numbers here. Okay. Because she's talking about Black trans people and how bad it is and how dangerous it is, and it's hunting season and all that shit. Murders of trans people nearly doubled over the past 4 years, and Black trans women are most at risk, report finds. And this is from October of last year. The number of trans people who were murdered in the U.S. nearly doubled between 2017 and 2021, according to the data released Tuesday by the nonprofit Everytown for Gun Safety. Of the total victims, 73% were killed with a gun. Everytown's transgender homicide tracker found that there was a 93% increase in tracked homicides of trans and gender nonconforming people in the United States and Puerto Rico over the last 4 years. So when you hear that, this is just like with Asian hate. Asian hate crime has jumped 700% in New York City. Look it up. That's what they said. They said it jumped 728%. So when you hear a 93% increase in tracked homicides of trans and non-gender conforming people, that's huge. 93% increase? Holy shit. These people are under constant attack. In 2021, 56 people were killed compared to 29 in 2017. So when you have the percentage, 93%, wow. What did Joey say? Whoa. But when you look at it, 56 as compared to 29. Now, I'm sure those people's families, they're hit hard. And to them, that one death is too much. And that's not what I'm saying. It's fucked up that their lives were taken unless they did something to deserve it. But anyway, that sucks for them. But come on now. America has 325 million people in it, and 56 of them were Ku Klux trans members that got killed. It's not a big group of people. It's not. Notably, while only 13% of transgender community is estimated to be Black, according to the UCLA School of Law's Williams Institute, Black trans women accounted for nearly 3/4 of the known victims. So nearly 3/4 of the 56 people. So Black Ku Klux trans members account for 75% of 56 people. In 2019, the American Medical Association recognized an epidemic of violence against the transgender community, who are over 2.5 times more likely than cisgender people, those who gender identify aligns with the sex they were given at birth, blah, 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 to experience violence. So you're telling me with a mentally unstable portion of the community, they have a larger, more of a chance of running into violence? Well, no shit. Mentally ill people together, and they're more likely to be a victim of violence or be killed in a violent manner. Yeah, because they're mentally unstable, careless. I'm sure they were into drugs and prostitution. Yeah, you're not talking two Ku Klux trans members. One of them is a teacher and the other one's a doctor, and they live together and they're just having normal lives. And somebody, they're out one day, hey, you fucking queers, and somebody goes over there and stabs them or shoots them. They were probably into some crazy shit. It's possible that they were into prostitution. The guy thought he was getting one thing and he found out, hey, I don't have the only dick in this hotel room. Now, should you be killed for that? That's up for debate. But that's going to piss some people off if they reach down there for one thing and grab another. So let's not act fucking stupid here. Let's not act like they were going door to door. Ma'am, do you need your grass cut for free? What, you fucking freak? Then they just shoot them. Stop that bullshit. They were probably engaging in some dangerous activity. And when you're doing things that are dangerous, danger is there. That's why it's dangerous. Wow. But no. You read that. There's been a 93% jump in homicide. It's simply because people won't accept it, because you're an archaic society and you won't accept them. You guys fucking suck. If you change your way, their death rate, their murder rate will go down. It's you. Okay. So you got 56. Let's go back and just indulge me, will you? And I see we have a new member. Oh, I'm going to get to it. I'm going to get to it so hard. So in 2021, 56 people were killed in the whole year. Brian King B. Falcon, Stranger Things. How about Strangest Things? 56 people in 2021. Got it. Hold on a second. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag. Uh-oh. Oh, guys, I found more numbers. I found some more math. Chicago, 75% of murdered are Black. 71% of murderers are Black. Uh-oh. 75% of the murder victims were Black. Same with the Ku Klux Trans. Isn't that crazy? Well, let's see. Da, 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 da. So how many homicides you got in Chicago in a year? So it says 83% of the deaths were from shootings, 6.7% stabbing, 6.5 assaults. Of the 368 firearm homicides, 351 or 97% were from handguns. Wow. Dang. So hold on. How many people were killed in Chicago last year? Because 75% of them are Black. So you're looking at 797. So let's say 800. 800 homicides in Chicago. 75% of them are black. Now, hold on. I'm going to throw a question out there and see if you guys can help me out with the answer. If there's 800 homicides and 75% of them are black, how many black victims were there? You guys help me out here, okay?
%75 of 800 is 600.
Damn! So you had 600 black people murdered in Chicago in 2021. And in the same year, you had 56 Ku Klux Klan members killed. Total, 75% of that were black. So hold on. Ty Rizzle says 1,100. A little bit off, man. A little bit off, but keep trying. Don't you give up. Don't you dare. So that's 600. All right. What is 75% of 56?
75% of 56 is 42.
Uh-oh. So Gabrielle, Wicked Witch of the West Union, we need to stop this and the violence, and they're being killed, and the black trans and the black Ku Klux Trans. It's an epidemic. Until we accept them, there is no movement. Ku Klux Trans, Ku Klux Trans, Ku Klux Trans. 42 black Ku Klux Trans members died in 2021 versus 600 just in Chicago. The 56 was for the whole nation. Chicago shit on that by more than 10 times. But they didn't talk about that. I'm sorry, guys. You know, these numbers and these facts and stuff, sometimes I just get down a little rabbit hole. I just want to know how full of shit she was. And it's a lot. It's a whole lot. We're black trans. 42. What's that? Not even 2 classrooms? Stop. Fucking stop. But it needs to be addressed. And remind the thousands of black folks that look just like everybody in that room. It's about the Ku Klux Trans. And you dare not speak ill of their golden calf. JT King. I'm not going to speak ill of him. I'm going to give him this. Yes, on your feet. JT King, thank you for becoming a member of Green Nation. Scoot down. Scoot down. Another person at the cool kids table. Thank you, JT King. I appreciate that, man. And I'm assuming you're going to be there on Friday for the members only live stream. But JT King, you're not alone. Patrick C. Would it be? Yes, yes. Keep it going. Yes. Thank you so much, Patrick C. Appreciate that. A country girl said they were killed by their partners. Yeah, they don't talk about that either. That they were probably killed at the hands of another Ku Klux Trans member, but whatever. Tomato, tomato. Charles E. Anderson, another specific amount of money. Thank you. Big Charles E. Anderson in the house. Welcome, Charles. Welcome, Charles. Appreciate that. You can sit in the recliner for a while. You know, a man has his chair, but Charles E. Anderson's in the house, man. You can have the recliner. Appreciate you being here. There it is. Heather. Guys, let's hear it. Let's hear it. Huh? Thank you, Heather, for becoming a member of Green Nation. I appreciate you. Thank you very much, Heather. Heather. That was like the Valley Girl's name back in the day. Heather. My God, is that Heather? Heather, like. Robin Spielman, what up? What up? Anders Hagberg, what's up, man? Says, looking at your 4-year-old video of Juicy Smollett, you nailed it the day after, man. Impressive. The day after. I heard that story and said, no fucking way. There's no way that and this was during Trump's presidency, there's no way that their Trump wet dream just came true. No way. Chicago? Nah. You smell that bullshit a mile away. Believe him. Believe Juicy because he looks the way that he looks. That's enough. That's enough for you. Just the fact that a man of color said it happened, and it happened. And if you don't believe him, you know what you are. You know what you are, you son of a bitch. You lower than a snake's belly. You're fucking racist. Man, we all knew that was a bunch of dog shit. Wait a minute. You're going to brave a blizzard for a Subway sandwich? I wouldn't brave a damn thing for a Subway sandwich. That's one step above cafeteria food. And you went out in a blizzard? You're an idiot. You're a fucking dummy. You risked frostbite for that? Come on now, tell him about it, Snowman. Yes. That's right. That's right. Snowman, thank you for becoming a member of Green Nation. Brian King B. Falcon says, vagina in Trump voice. What a fun word to say. Heather says, gracias for letting me sit at the cool kids table. Hey, don't thank me. You deserved it. Come on in. Scoot down. Scoot down. Those fucking people. Can you believe that? And forgive those numbers. You know, the pesky homicide numbers that shit all over what they said. Oh, here's something else. What happened to Fetterneck, Neck Buddy? What's going on? Wasn't he in a hospital being treated for depression, right? Severe depression? See what we can find out about him. Yeah, man. Been laying low. You've been quiet. Leave me alone. Let's see. Okay. John Fetterman's staff releases statement on his health. Right. What's going on? What's going on inside of Fetterneck's head? Democratic Senator John Fetterman of Pennsylvania, who hasn't had a whole week's work since he got elected, remains in Walter Reed National Military Medical Center, according to an update from his office. And this is as of 9 hours ago. Fetterman, 53, suffered a stroke in May. He went on to win the election to the Senate in November. Don't know how that happened. He was evaluated last week by Dr. Brian Monahan, the attending physician of Congress, and checked himself in to be treated for symptoms of clinical depression. Fetterman has suffered from depression off and on throughout his life, according to Adam Gentleson. Adam Gentleson. Man, he had a tough time in school, didn't he? The senator's chief of staff noting it had become more frequent. So if he's having more frequent bouts with depression, probably should have pulled him off the campaign trail, huh? We don't have a lot to update folks with since there's no real news to report. Expect that John is doing well, working with the wonderful doctors, and remains on a path to recovery. Joe Calvello, a representative of Fetterman's office, said in a statement, according to the Washington Post. So who's taking over for him? Who's in his stead? Who is taking his place? And quite big shoes those are to fill. Who's taking his place? And when he comes out of this bout with depression, what happens when he has another bout with it? He's just going to go away again? He is visiting with staff and family daily, and his staff are keeping him updated on Senate business and news. He's depressed. Why does he give a shit about what's going on? We understand the intense interest in John's status and especially appreciate the flood of well wishes. Yeah, I'm sure he was flooded with them. However, as we have said, this will be a weeks-long process, and while we will be sure to keep folks updated as it progresses, this is all there is to give by way of an update. So weeks long, so just a few more weeks, man. You'll be all right. I didn't know you could tell when depression was going to be over or when they would feel better. I didn't know you could do that. Boy, has medicine come a long way. So John Fetterman, newly elected senator of Pennsylvania, hasn't had a whole week of work put in yet because he went to the hospital. He was feeling lightheaded. His head and neck buddy's head were feeling lightheaded. So he went to the hospital for that. And then he came out. And then a couple of days later, he went back in for clinical depression. Again, if he's dealing with depression that severely, you probably should have taken him off of the campaign trail and had him not run for office. Because obviously, those of us who are saying he's not fit were right. Now, check out this headline. Here we go. John Fetterman's wife leaving the country raises questions. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, girl. He's in a hospital. He's depressed and you left the country? Giselle Fetterman tweeted on February 24th that she had taken the couple's children to Canada, eh? You went up there to America as a hat, eh? Amid intense media attention following the senator's admission to the hospital to receive treatment for clinical depression. Yeah, it's going to be intense media scrutiny. He just got elected. I'm not really sure how to navigate this journey, but I'm figuring it out slowly. 1 week ago today, when the news dropped, the kids were off from school and media trucks circled our home. I did the first thing I could think of, pack them in the car and drive. She tweeted, adding, we drove straight into Canada and lovely Buffalo, New York. I feel like I've never heard her speak, but I feel like that's how she talks. She just seems like a vapid dummy. Like, we went to Canada. Like, I know there's no Y in Canada, but I say it like there is Canada. So wait a minute. The news trucks pulled up outside. Now, why do you think those news trucks were there? Oh, I know. Pick me. Me. Pick me, Jericho. Pick me. Okay, you in the back. The news trucks were there because he's a fucking U.S. senator and people want to know. You idiot. Aren't you the one who put him on the campaign trail to become the senator? Didn't you do this to him? You fucking banshee. But now it's like too much media scrutiny. I'm out of here. You sound like Meghan, what's her name? Meghan Markle and that fucking ginger dummy she's married to. We want our privacy, but find us Tuesday nights on NBC on our interview with Oprah, but leave us alone. You people. That's so stupid. Did you ever think, lady, that you putting him on the campaign trail probably contributed to his depression? You should have been the first one keeping those wolves at bay. Leave my husband alone. He just had a stroke in May. How much is that check for? John, stand up. Smell these smelling salts. Put on a sweatshirt. Get out there, you fucking ogre. That's what happened instead. Good job, lady. So now that you're getting what you wanted, you take the kids and go to Canada, eh? You take them to a worse place. Boy, you are not the sharpest tool in the shed. You think they're up there staying with the Trudeaus? Uh-oh. You better be ready for some blackface, girl. You're going to be hanging out with the Trudeaus. That's what they do. Friday night blackface at the Trudeau house. But never mind that weak, soft handshake bitch known as Prime Minister Blackface. I am talking about Anders Hagberg. Yes, people. Anders. Give it up, people. Give it up. Thank you, Anders Hagberg. Been here for a while. See you in the chats all the time. But come on in, man. You are part of Green Nation. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Derek Molina, why would you say this? She's eating Trudeau clam. Wait a minute. Are you saying that Justin Trudeau has a Canadian maple syrup scented vagina? Did you just say that? That is not cool, Derek Molina, is it? That is a lie, sir, because Trudeau himself is a vagina. He's a vagina. He's a 6-foot labia majora. He's a vagina. He doesn't have one. He is one. Vegas Baller says, yes, she does. I seen it. Oh, my goodness. You know, that thing's been ran through. Ew, Trudeau. Why would you let him do that to you? Why would you let them do that to your vagina? Justin Castro. Look at a split screen between him and Fidel Castro. Tell me that's not Fidel's fucking love child. Tell me right now. There ain't no way in the world that's not his son. Maury, sit down. We don't need you for this. Look at that damn picture. Fucking disgusting, man. You did that to that man. You let them do that to him. And now you want to run up north? You could have stayed down here and not thrown him to the wolves and been happy with your family. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Sandra Arella, thank you, miss. Thank you for the 50. Wife of the year. After 27 years of marriage, can't imagine leaving him in a time of need, right? Right? Just had a stroke, just came out of the hospital for feeling lightheaded. Now he's dealing with depression. Gotta go, honey. And I'm taking the kids. That's gonna help. That has to help, right? That has to be a good thing. For a man going through depression, the best thing for him as a family man is for his wife to take the kids and leave the country, right? Is that what the doctor said? Mrs. Federneck, have a seat. I've been a physician for many years, and I found that men who are dealing with depression often bounce back from their symptoms if you take their children and leave the country. Perfect. No, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. When he wakes up from his sedation, we'll let him know that you are no longer in this country and you took his children. That'll work wonders for his depression. That'll make him feel great. Hey, should everybody listening to or watching this video or whatever, and everybody in the comment section, should we all just run for office? Because it seems to be fucking easy. It seems to be pretty easy. Take the right thing to do and just do the opposite and watch yourself ascend through the ranks. Should we do that? It seems really fucking easy. Now, you're going to have to get rid of your morals. You're going to have to ditch that shit. Throw it out. Throw it out like Lorena Bobbitt did John's dick. Throw it out the window, okay? Any conviction, beliefs, love for your country, you are going to have to throw that away. But when you do, just do the wrong thing all the time and watch the success come rolling in. See, today I'm on fries, but next I'll be on lettuce. And that's when no. He says, right now I'm peeling lettuce. But next thing you know, I'll be on fries. And that's when the big bucks start rolling in. See, right now, you're just a regular citizen. Get into politics, start fucking everything up, and watch the checks just come rolling in. Blank checks. They're just signed. You put the amount. Thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions, billions. What do you want? Just fill it out. You're part of the government now. You're part of the government. You don't got to worry about shit. But what if they find out? So what if they find out? We'll just install somebody that we want in there to keep them quiet. We'll throw them a bone. Here's something in the sky. Here's a sweet and sour sniffles. Look over there. It's crazy, you know, no matter how many times we bend them over and give them the business with or without lube, they keep voting us in. They don't do nothing. Sounds like a great fucking gig to me. But no updates for Federneck, which means there's no improvement. He's still the same. And again, I don't know who's taking his spot. Who's playing senator from Pennsylvania since he's not there? Who's taking his spot? Fuck it. Who cares? That's right, Authentically Kennedy. They're powerless. My goodness, what a terrible woman. What a terrible, terrible woman. Depressed, taking the kids, leaving the country. Oh, and this one of the things that I saw, I think it was on New York Post. These two Vermont police officers or state troopers got in trouble for something that they did off the clock, where they caught intoxicated in public. You know, were they doing something? Were they breaking the law in some way? Were they committing a crime? Because, you know, off duty or not, you can't be doing that shit. You know, you're kind of held to a higher standard as a law enforcement officer. What would they get caught doing? Were they engaging in prostitution? Were they purchasing drugs? Were they robbing somebody? What were they doing to get put on paid leave pending an investigation? What could these monsters have done? How did they break the trust bestowed upon them by the people of Vermont? What did they do? Two Vermont state troopers on paid leave during an investigation. Hold on a second. Stupid fucking ad in my ear. Two Vermont state troopers on paid leave during investigation into remarks made in an online game. You fucking cops ain't safe nowhere. You mean to tell me you could be in your living room playing a video game and he said some shit on your headset that got you suspended? Two Vermont state troopers are on paid leave as state police officials investigate claims that they made racist and misogynistic comments while playing an online game when they were off duty. You're not even safe in your living room. The two troopers from the Westminster Barracks, identified as Nathan Jensen and Nathan Greco, have been on paid relief from duty status since February 15th. A state police spokesman confirmed. Commissioner of the Vermont Department of Public Safety, Jennifer Morrison, said in a statement February 9th that the state police received a report from State Senator Nader Hashim about the alleged behavior, which was reported to him by a constituent who was relaying an anonymous complaint. So some weak bitch probably knew they were cops and ratted them out. What a fucking turd. But even if they did, to do this? It says Morrison said the initial information did not include enough detail to open an investigation, but after more information was received, an investigation was started. Did they have the actual audio? Because these guys are put on paid leave. Did you have the audio of them saying it? The Vermont State Police and I take all complaints regarding misconduct of state troopers on duty or off duty with the utmost seriousness. Okay. I'll keep looking, and they don't even say what they said. They didn't even say what they said. So basically, the New York Post puts this story out. These two officers said something racist and misogynist, but we're not going to tell you what it is. What? So I don't care if these two officers were on their off time and they said it was what, racist and misogynist. So I wouldn't care if they got on their headset and said, man, I tell you what, even though they don't sound like that in Vermont, I tell you what, man, the two things I hate a woman and I hate a nigger. I tell you what, man, I hate two things. I hate women and beaners. I hate them women and them janks. I wouldn't care if they said that. You know why? Because they're off duty. They're at home. Do we all want to start being called to the carpet for the shit we say at home? I guarantee you I say some shit at home that'll get this channel fucking deleted. They're at their house, man. They're off duty. Now, if they're committing a crime, off duty or not, you can't be doing that shit. But they were playing an online game? And you got fucking busted for that? Wow. That's fucking terrible. I don't want to live in that world. I don't want to live in your leftist pussy world where I can't say anything. Not even at home. Fucking stupid. Authentically Kennedy. Jericho, you might say something that will get you deleted. For sure. And not that it's necessarily bad by going by their weak ass guidelines, it probably would be. That shit is terrible, man. That's what they want in this world. A bunch of weak ass tattletales. That's what they want. They want a world full of tattletales. Guess what he said? He said something. She did something. She said this. A bunch of fucking snitches. That shit is weak. On a video game. Dude, hey, look out behind those barrels. Oh, they don't shoot me, dude. Don't shoot me. Hey, watch out. Don't shoot me. That's how I picture a grown man playing a video game with a fucking headset. Yo, awesome. Don't shoot. Boy, I sure hate beaners and ladies. Is that what they said? Who gives a fuck? Now, if they say that on the job, that's a little different. But how people think and feel and talk at home, that's their business. As long as you don't bring that shit out here. I'm sure people doing all kinds of weird, deviant, horrible shit at home. Just don't bring it outside. That's all. We all got our shit. Just don't bring it outside. Keep that shit in your house. It's fucking dumb. This is the world they want. Bunch of tattletale bitches running around. All right, people. That is enough. That is enough for the day. Thank you so much. Preach. Robert Spielman, that was my favorite line. And that's when the big bucks start rolling in. Louis Anderson, is he still alive? I think so. Louis Anderson still alive? I hope so. Louis Anderson. Remember that cartoon he had? Was it called Louis or some shit? Yeah, he did die. I'll be damned. Last year in January. Oh, man. Sure the fuck did. Oh, R.I.P. Louis Anderson. Louis Anderson. He used to have that cartoon when he played as a little kid, but he sounded just like he does as an adult. Damn, that's fucked up. All right, guys. Sorry to end it on that note. But thank you guys for being here. All the members, all the non-members. And if you're a non-member, just become a member. It's easy. Friday, members only live stream. Be a part of it. I appreciate you guys. Thank you to everyone who became a member today. Keep the party going. I'm going here and be a dad. I probably got some shit to fix. Probably got to make sure somebody does their homework. Probably have to yell at somebody. You guys know how it is. Fuck it. Thank you for being here. Mañana. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Life with Louis. That's what it was called. Thanks, Nicholas J. Life with Louis. Remember that shit. A la HK, except for iPhone users. Thank you guys for being here. You were great. I was great. We were great. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net and mygreengear.com. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.